This week we are going to do Unit 24, and this is a revision lesson. And a revision means we're going to revise. We're going to look back at what we've learned in the last few weeks, and we're going to apply that here on the in the revision spelling exercise. So before you start with this unit, I actually want you to first go to BrainPop, and I've put a link and a login for you in the description. And then I'd like you to type in here adverbs. I'd like you to go look for it. Click on the movie Adverbs and first watch this movie before you continue. So after you've watched this movie about adverbs on BrainPop, then go to the actual spelling assignment. So something you'll notice here, there are no list words. And the words that I'm going to use as list words are the words in assignment 1 and assignment 2. So these two assignments together, there are 10 words in total. Those will also be the spelling words for Friday. Now, what I'd like you to do with this spelling is first think about it yourself. Challenge yourself. See if you know the spelling of these words. Then don't ask your parents, but first use a dictionary and then ask your parents to check them. Okay, so there are a few steps before you go and ask your parents. First, try to solve it yourself, then use a dictionary, and then you can ask your parents for help. Okay, question number 3. Since you've just looked at the movie about adverbs, you should now really know what an adverb is if you didn't know it already. For question 3, it says add a suffix to these adjectives to make adverbs and nouns. So sad is the adjective. To make it an adverb, I can say sadly. To make it a noun, I can say sadness. So I'm adding something at the end of the word, a suffix you call that, to change it from an adjective into an adverb into a noun. Okay, now let's have a look at question 4. Make a new noun by adding 1 or 2 suffixes. So basically, this is the same as what you've been doing at question number 3. For question number 5, it says complete the tables, and we've got singular and plural. So singular is 1, plural is more than 1. Now remember, we talked about some rules in the previous spelling lessons about how to put nouns in plural. If it ends with an O, for example, when you go from singular to plural, you don't just add an S, you add ES. If you have a noun ending with an F, when you put it plural, something happens. If it has a double F, something different happens. I'm not going to repeat it all for you. I'm not going to tell you, but I'd like you to think about this. Okay, you can look back at spelling lesson 23 and 22 if you need a little refresh, a little reminder. Okay, then we have the second page. It says write the homophone for each word. Now it has this little ear, so that means I want you to say it out loud. And a homophone is a word that sounds the same, but is spelled differently and has a different meaning than the other word. So they sound the same, but they have a different meaning. An example for this is hour and hour. I can say this is our house, then I spell it O-U-R, or I can say this spelling lesson will take you an hour, and then I'm talking about the time, and we spell it H-O-U-R. Okay, so that's what a homophone is. So that's question number 6. I think this one is a little bit tricky. I mean, I think you can do it, but you have to put some energy into it. Question number 7, circle the words which are not used correctly in this story. Now again, this is about homophones. Think about this word here, plane, right? You can spell plane differently. In this case, they mean an aeroplane. So how do we spell plane? Okay, so I'll let you think about it. I don't want to tell you the right answer. Okay, but that's how you're going to go through this piece of text. You're going to think, okay, is this word a word that has a homophone? And if so, is the right spelling used for this word? Okay, we're almost at the end here. We see an anagram that is formed by rearranging the letters in a word. Lemon is an anagram of melon. So what they mean is they use the same letters, but they put it in a different order, and so it has a different meaning. It's a different word. So 8, it says use the clues to make anagrams of these words. Cars, a mark on the skin. So we're going to use the letters in cars to make that word. I'm tempted to tell you the answer. I'm not going to do that because I think that you can do it. Now, like always, if you're stuck with a certain word or with a certain assignment, skip that assignment first, continue to the next one. At the end, revisit it. Maybe you have an idea now. But challenge yourself first. Try to get those brains working because if you don't know the answer in one go, it usually means that you have to put some extra thought into it, and that's a good thing. That means that your brains are developing. Then, if you still don't know the answer and you're really stuck, go ask your mom and dad. Of course, that's fine. Go ask me through Seesaw. That's fine. Okay, but first I'd like you to challenge yourself. Okay, so this is the spelling lesson. Good luck.